Hello, my name is Diana. I'm a biomedical engineer and web accessibility expert. And this is Tottillo channel where I explain what is web accessibility and I help you to learn coding. And today in this video, I will show you what are 5 most common mistakes during web accessibility audit. So let's take a look at the list. So let's take a closer look at this list. It represents 5 types of most common mistakes that in general can be up to 80% of web accessibility problems. So now we will take a look at each of them and I'll provide you detailed answer about what it is and how it should be solved. So the first part is lack of alternative text for images. And the issue is connected to the fact that many websites, they fail to provide alternative text for images, which is crucial for users who rely on screen readers. Without alternative text, visually impaired users cannot understand the content or context of images, leading to a significant gap in information. But it also can be important for users who don't use screen readers. For example, if you have a bad internet connection, if it's too slow, then images will not upload on the website. And if you don't have alternative text for the images, then your website will show just the sign of the broken image. Maybe you already saw it. But without alternative text, you cannot understand what was on this image that was not uploaded. And if the image was with some instructions or some important information, then you cannot fulfill or use the site properly. So it might be quite an important problem. And a solution could be to ensure every image includes alternative text, a good description with alternative text that conveys the image's purpose or content. So, but it should be done only for the images with some meaningful information. If, for example, you have a background image with the beach or something just with colors, you don't need to provide alternative text for this type of images. So the second type is connected to keyboard navigation. Web elements are often non-accessible via keyboard navigation, making it difficult or impossible for users who cannot use a mouse to navigate the site. So users with mobility impairments or those who rely on keyboard navigation may be unable to access all parts of the website. I many times was checking how the tab is working and the errors for the check with the screen reader actually, and many times it was just going through the big amount of text or some part of the site, and the users who cannot see or the users who cannot see who cannot use the mouse, it's hard for them to come back, and some of them who don't see the information, they will not even think that they need to come back. So it's important that all the parts of the site, they're accessible through the tab or the arrows. So it's important to code it properly. The third part is poor color contrast. So insufficient contrast between text and background colors can make content difficult to read, especially for users with visual problems or color blindness. Low contrast can lead to eye strain and difficulty in reading, and it affects in a negative way user experience. Maybe you can even remember that on some sites it's easier to read information, and on some sites it's automatically that your eyes, they constrain and it's much harder to look at the screen. So even for people without disabilities, it can be hard, like for example, red text on the green background. This will be very hard to read even for people without disabilities. So the solution could be to use color contrast checkers to ensure that text and background colors meet web content accessibility guidelines. Minimum contrast ratio is 4.5 to 1 for normal text and 3 to 1 for large text. So it depends on how readable is the text, how big it is, what exactly it represents. And you should remember that after you put good color contrast, the same type of information, like for example, headings of the same level should have the same size, the same color, and the same type of the text. The fourth type of the mistake is missing or improper use of ARIA roles. What is ARIA? It's accessible rich internet applications, and many sites they either do not use ARIA roles and attributes or use them incorrectly, leading to confusion for screen readers. Improper ARIA implementation can result in screen readers misunderstand or skip over important content. And this will for sure negatively affect user experience, especially for visually impaired users. So the solution will be properly implementing ARIA roles, states, and properties to reach accessibility without over-relying on them. Prefer native HTML elements where it's possible. And the fifth, the final type of most common mistakes in web accessibility check, it's non-descriptive link text. What it is? So links with vague text like click me or read more do not provide enough context for screen reader users to understand what is the link's purpose, where it's going to lead. Users who rely on screen readers may not be able to determine where it's going to lead where this link will lead them, making navigation and understanding of the content more challenging. So what to do in this situation? It's better to use descriptive link text that clearly indicates the content or purpose of the link, ensuring that it makes sense out of the content or out of the context. For example, the link readme better will be read more about our clients or read more about our support agreement, for example, something like this. So rules like this will help to understand how to avoid such mistakes and how to solve them if you already have such mistakes on your website. Stay accessible and follow Tottillo for more information. Thank you.